An intriguing aspect of the sport of boxing is when it comes to fights and fighters, you can take closer looks, and as you begin to peel back the layers of what makes for a great fight, a great fighter, a miserable fight, or a miserable fighter, there's a fine line. And as we do an in-depth study of the sport of boxing, history has shown there have been fighters of high caliber, fighters of impeccable character and will and desire, championship born and bred, venom running through the veins. Then there have been the hopeless characters who have come on the scene and been disgraceful and put the sport in a negative highlight where people don't support it as much as a result. Many people considered pundits, critics, cynics, fans, and supporters walk a fine line when it comes down to this. People have who they like, people have who they despise. All in all, at the end of the day, it's the match and those competing in the match which stir the interest of the public. There was a time when scribes would write the truth about the participants. They would tell you stories in the grandest of fashions to try to embellish the action that was witnessed in the ring, to sort of create a visual to the reader, because that was a time when we didn't have a great deal of film and camera footage, so they did have to give you imagery through their words, but also a sense of who the characters, the participants were when you weren't able to witness them live or even see them by photograph. Boxing, it has been said, is the ultimate truth serum when it comes down to competing one-on-one. The Marquis of Queensberry rules, where men put on gloves and battle it out in a technical aspect of punching one another to see who is victorious over a scheduled amount of rounds. Rules have been changed and rules have been broken. Often when we've seen the broken rules, we haven't seen enough of punishment for those who break the rules. There are those in modern day, present day boxing who go to the limit of taking performance enhancing drugs in a sport where you're already physically trying to debilitate the opponent. And performance enhancing drugs increase your opportunity to do physical damage. Commissioners rarely catch anyone, but we often see cornermen, even sometimes ringside observers, catch individuals who are breaking the rules, who are jeopardizing the sport and the opponents that they participate against. But enough is not being done. We're seeing it over and over and over again. What can be done about this? When can we pull the plug on cheating in the sport of boxing? Will it take the sacrifice of one of your favorites who participate in this blood and guts sport to suffer at the hands of a cheater for the wheel to turn? Don't bet on it. Just within the past year, we've seen one of our favorites get cheated. And the rest of the boxing world, media, personalities, and former participants alike turn their back and a blind eye and a deaf ear to one of the most heinous of crimes, heinous of conspiracies, all to drive a particular agenda. But this is the sport of boxing. This is the truth. And forever know that the truth, crushed to the earth, shall rise. We can talk about it. We could glance our eyes and turn away from it, but it'll always be right there in your face. The truth. As you take a peek at the sport and see it for what it truly is, it's one beauty of a contest, two men matching their wares against one another to see who best the other. Never mind the fact that it is a physical competition with a mental and psychological aspect of depthness that drives home everything that you see and how someone is able to overcome, persevere, or prevail. The sweet science is called. And within this suite of sciences, there is no room for cheating. There is no room for shortchanging. There's no room whatsoever for trying to circumvent the rules. When will people learn? When someone has been sacrificed? Or when the day of new ideas, new manner of covering, and a new manner of supporting comes to the forefront as we are witnessing currently. Time is changing, and you have to change with the time. Throw out these old things of cheating and reach for those who stand strong and in truth and justice within the sport, and all will be well. This is Stormy B Man. This has been an editorial on a deeper look into the sport of boxing, under the hood. Peace, and to everyone that's out there, remain safe. Shout out to the LDBC, the Lions Den boxing community, and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share.